Well, today is Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving, and that usually means one thing. Yes, that is right. This is the Buick's final drive of 2014. Usually every Thanksgiving I park this car. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to take it for a little jaunt down the road, around town. Nothing fancy. Not going to go far because there's not much fuel in it. A lot of people say, well, Wolfie, what are you doing? Why don't you fill the tank right up before you park it for the year? The car is parked in a heated garage, so it doesn't matter if it's empty or full or whatever. So I just put about maybe 2 to 3 gallons of fuel in the tank of stabilized fresh gasoline and let it sit for, well, the duration. Start it up every now and then and, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, we're going to go ahead and start it. This is a cold start. We had frost this morning. It was very cold, and you can tell that winter's coming because the leaves are actually in their prime. For anybody that's around northern Ontario, you guys will notice that, yeah, the leaves are changing quite fast here, and we had our third frost this morning, so usually by our fourth frost, usually that means we're getting snow. So, okay. Can't hit the Honda, we gotta watch out for the Honda. Gotta watch out for that shop crane that I don't run over it either. Oh, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, are you starting a used car lot or something? I just say, might as well. I am equipped for it. And we're off. So anyway, the mileage as of right now is 66,509. We're going to put on a couple kilometers, I should say. I'm going to put on maybe, there's the 5-0. Anyway, I'm going to say we're going to put on maybe 5 kilometers. And then, I'll probably drive the car for another 5 or 10 while the camera's off. So, the closing miles, who knows. This car has developed quite a chug, and I'm not sure if it's an exhaust manifold that's leaking or if it is in fact the coil. The coil is weak and this car is very difficult to start when it's warm, but other than that, it still runs fine. But for the amount of miles that I put on this car a year, it's not really top priority to be worrying about stuff like that. Maybe during the winter time I'll put a new coil in it. If it still has that chug, then I'll replace the exhaust. So nothing much else. Ever since the demise of my Chev, really wasn't many miles put on this. I parked it for a while during the summertime. Then I put it on the road after the accident, just to kind of have something to cruise around in. And once I purchased another vehicle, it was basically just sitting in the yard, never moved. And then I got a donation, another Honda Civic, an SI, and I got it donated to me by a YouTube subscriber that wishes to stay nameless, which is fine. He is a local, so he kind of wants his name left out of it, which is fine. I'm not going to mention anybody's name. So, hey, free car, no worries, right? But anyway, take this car out for one final jolt and park it, and that'll be the end of it. Till May of next year, so should be having a long winter sleep. Cruising at about 45 miles. Northern Ontario at its finest. Really nice drive in this car. I'd love to take this car to the States. I was thinking about doing it at the end of this month. The problem is that this vehicle does burn an excessive pile of fuel. So I've decided to opt out of that and not drive this vehicle any further up until I get the coil replaced. I'm pretty certain that that's why my fuel economy is so poor and the engine is running the way it is. Okay, I'm going to turn this unit around, put on about 5 clicks. I'm going to turn it around because the fuel light is glowing right now. So these vehicles do have a 2-gallon reserve, so once the needle breaks off on empty, you got about 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons of fuel left to get where you need to go. After that, you're going to be pushing it, or walking it, or getting your drunk buddy to walk down the highway with a jerry can in his hand. One of the two. Anyway, we're going to turn this unit around, we're going to head back. You guys a little walk around of the vehicle. The engine does have a chug though, that's kind of what's annoying me right now. But mind you, all the GM V8 engines, actually all V8 engines have that distinctive little bit of a, you know what I mean? But this is just much more noticeable right now, so that weak ignition coil is definitely the cause, because it makes so much sense why it's so hard to start this thing when it's warm, and it's so easy to start when it's cold. Obviously the ignition coil is definitely at fault, so I'm not going to worry about it right now, that's for sure. Especially with the amount of miles that I put on it. I put like maybe 800 kilometers on this car. Like, we even have motorcyclists that have taken their bikes, their Harleys out for one last drive. Usually what you see on a long weekend. But take this thing back, park it, and that'll be it. You can really hear the chug when it goes into overdrive.